let's get aggressive at moving towards a goal. Let's get focused. Let's fall in love with our goal. Let's really pick one thing and test James's program here. And let's see what we can really build and create. Remember that a SMART goal is something that's simple and specific, measurable and meaningful to you, action-oriented, it is attainable, right? So you're not saying that you never picked up a basketball in your life and you want to be part of you never picked up a baseball. I'll use baseball tonight since it's the last thing in the World Series, last game, right? It's not really action-oriented and reasonable or realistic in order for you to think that you can be on the World Series team, right? The 2016 World Series team. Not going to really happen. So you have to make sure it's attainable, and we want to make sure it's action-oriented, and it's going to be good for all areas of your life. Because you got to ask yourself, hey, am I going to be happy putting all the energy and work and effort into this as well as finally achieving? If that answer is not yes, then we need to take a look at it. Look at the A part. Is it relevant or reasonable and realistic for you to achieve that goal? I would tell you this as a general rule of thumb. If you make $100,000 this year, only put it up to 20%, maybe 25%. I wouldn't encourage you to double it. Now, if you do end up doubling it, fantastic. But you remember that in order for us to achieve a goal, we have to 100% believe that we can have it. That's what the clearing is about. So it depends on how much time you're going to put into that. And of course, last is it has to be time-oriented or time-bound. My first New York City Marathon in 2002, this was my SMART goal. I've successfully completed the New York City Marathon on November 2nd, 2002 in 5 hours or less injury-free. Easy SMART goal. But when I asked myself what's the very last specific thing that has to happen in order for me to know I've achieved it, it was running I created this movie in my mind of running the last 200 or 300 yards in Central Park with all the big trees and the fall and people screaming and yelling on both sides, cheering as I was going along, and then crossing, seeing the finish line and the big scoreboard here, the timer board say 4 something because I said 5 hours or less. Right, and me crossing the finish line and looking up at the stands, and I knew my wife was going to be up there in a big pink parka and some pink balloons, so seeing her, blowing her a kiss, getting all choked up and putting the medal around my neck and looking at November 2nd, 2002 on the medal, I made that all up in my mind before I ever had that.